showing for some reason. Anyway, it doesn't matter if you see me or no. You can see the chart, right?
Yes, exactly. I could see everything.
Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna wait maybe 1 more minute so everybody joins. Then we
All
can
right.
go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay. You guys can see the chart, right? Because in the meeting it's not showing me, it's showing me black screen for some
Yeah,
reason.
I could see the chart.
Okay, just let me know if you cannot see it. Let's go and start. Okay, in the name of Allah, the most merciful. Let's go and take a look at what is happening in the market. Before we do that, I want to go and to show you guys the signal that I gave today, which was in the public group that we have. So daily candle close, and it's not a breakout on BTC. That should be the local bottom for now. The dump is over. Good to be bought. Disclaimer, signals are not a financial advice, although I have 80% short-term trading accuracy, but that doesn't mean that you can gamble your money. Anyways, that was to let you guys know that anything could happen, and yes, it did. But we also knew that it could possibly happen. We just follow what the chart is telling us. So most of the time when it reaches Bitcoin at these levels, unless it is a breakout, which happened today, I cannot call it a breakout. And for me, it was a buy signal. And I am personally invested. All these lower levels, if you see, I have given all of these as signals for it to be bought, either for long term or for short term. But the places we got out was also correct all these times, and we always bought these levels. So this time things changed. It's not something new that we didn't know. You can see I have talked about this wick to be filled right at the time it happened, and everybody was happy that the market is going to go up. I warned everyone that we will go back down. Now, that being said, let's go and see everything else. Okay, so I also shared you guys this chart. That what I am thinking at the moment. If the majority of people start thinking the same way, what happens is the market doesn't do the way people think. It does the opposite. For example, if you see here the same trend line on Bitcoin, if you don't consider this area the right side because it hasn't happened. If you see here, we still, it's looking like this, right? But what happened? The market dipped again before actually rallying. So if we extend this and we take all these, it's still quite possible that we come below this, start breaking this line. So people think that it might actually go down, but then the market will start rallying again, leaving everybody that sold behind. What are the chances for that? We accurately called the bull trap, but now I am seeing a bear trap forming. Is it going to happen? Are we going to go up from here? How can we tackle this and how can we trade it? First of all, let's take a look at some of the on-chain data. You see, I am in the CoinAnk website. You guys can also take a look at this once a while to see what is actually happening. So you see, a lot of people had leverage in these areas that was wiped out, and a lot of money was taken out of the market at that time. Then the market slowly started rallying, but you can see that a lot of short orders are also building up here. That's why the market went down, because obviously institutions, they know what is happening, and most of the time when government says something, it's the opposite. So yes, we had peace, right? So the market had to rally, but the opposite happened. So you should know that Trump and his family are right now, plus everybody else, they were shorting the market, and they wanna bring back the stock market down to some levels as well. But nothing is over. This market is going to be there. There's nothing to worry about it, especially I always say this, that there are three, four kinds of people entering in this market. One, those that they come in a bear market and they buy the lows. By the time these things happen in a bull market or at the top of the market, they have made so much money that it doesn't matter for them. It just decreases from their wealth or from their profits, to be specific. So they lose from their profit. The same way that I did. So I was there in the bottoms of Bitcoin in 2022 and 2021 when I bought those levels all the way up until here after 3 years. So I have multiplied my money maybe four or five times. Not exactly sure how much, but four or five times, more than four times. That's what I'm sure. So for me, it doesn't matter. It just decreases. But the second type of people is those that they enter the market when the market has already topped. What they do is they straight go in loss, even if they have bought in spot, because they put all their wealth and not exactly take a strategy toward how they're going to do it. So they don't invest level by level, they just go straight. That's why they lose. And the third type is they go with leverage, which they never ever make money. This is what happens to the leverage traders. This is CoinGlass now, another website. You're seeing the same pattern here, that a lot of leverage is built around $16,000. We were expecting it to go just a little bit at 117,000, but we immediately exited here, and you can see that the price fell. Now you can see that a lot of other people were taking leverage on for longs. They are all out of the market, so there's absolutely nothing left for this to go further down. Then we have this website, which is Spectre AI. I'm also invested in a Spectre, so you guys should know, but it's not a financial advice. I'm not telling you to go do the same. This is a website that they show you uh, analytics on through different methods of how you can see different coins. You can see the coins that are trending here. But also we have here as fear and greed, which I like, and I want to show you where the market is right now. So you see, right now the market is at peak fear, not extreme fear. Extreme fear is this red that happens, but you can see that it happens very quickly too. So right now we are uh, in the depth of fear. Okay, so it can't get much scary than this. Maybe just a little bit more, the way I showed you in the chart, so it takes out everybody, which is trying to trade here. But that's how you should be thinking, not to get manipulated. And if you see these lower levels, especially in some of the altcoins, it is a blessing because we have gotten those lower levels in quite some time. And whenever the price was going down, people were like, oh, I missed this, I missed that. You haven't missed anything. You can go and accumulate those. Now, let's go and take a look at the market again. Start with Dixie because yesterday, it was yesterday, I believe, when I was talking about Dixie closed below this, and we were expecting for it to further go down. Now, if you see, it is retesting this line. So it's still, dollar is getting weak against all the other currencies, that's for sure. And USD CAD is still reaching this resistance, so nothing for USD CAD yet. But these candles look exhausted to me unless there's a breakout, so it says otherwise, but these are looking exhausted, so it can turn anytime. Now, on the other hand, this is also the chart that I posted, which is USDT. Right before investing back in the market, I showed you that overall market is bearish, which is this chart. Now it can potentially reach here, or we can get rejected from here, depending on how it's going to close tonight. We'll see. But you can see that this is still very strong, and it has broken this level, which has invalidated what we said before. Total chart did break out today. A retest of this level, you can exit some of the coins you bought around these levels, especially Bitcoin, if that's what you want. But you should be then looking to buy at these levels, which would be a good amount of risk ratio consideration here. This is how it looks like. But for a long-term perspective, if we keep losing all these levels and if we cannot claim this level, then it's actually pretty bad for the entire market. Okay, so you can see we have broken this trend line. It's not looking good. If you see total 2, same thing. It has broken today, but depending on how it's going to close tonight. If it bounces and closes above, we're back to normal. Same thing for total. If it closes above, it means that the total crypto buyers have flipped this zone that we were looking at before, then the market will be again in good shape. Total 3, it has not only broken, but it has dumped and reached this level, which is a level of demand. So it's good to accumulate some of the altcoins that in their chart they're looking and their absolute bottom. You can take those trades. Okay, BTC dominance. I gave two perspectives for BTC dominance. One was that we haven't broken this area of demand. That's why it's not looking good. But we also have a level of resistance here that if this is taken out, then altcoins are gonna suffer. We will see even lower levels. So have your mind open that it could possibly happen and things could get worse. So when you invest, always have money to buy the lowest levels, because if you see a sudden dip in the market, that will give you 30, 40, 50, 80% just in one day. Like the last dump was for 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, and some of the coins you could have made 400% with your money. That's worth like 3, 4 months staying in crypto. And it is a blessing if you see it that way. Otherwise, you will only lose your money and you will lose yourself. So you can see here, I am not denying anything. If I say something, I will stick to it. I have bought once, twice, thrice here, and I sent the signal on Bitcoin. And how many times we have gotten out? We have gotten out here as profit, 5%. Around 1.5%, something here. 1.79. Then we let it go up, so it gave us another 3.64%. Then the market dumped and we lost half a percent here, but we still are in profit, right? We lost here and in here, but still none of it has retested either this level or this level, so I get out. So this is my strategy. I get out if I see a retest in these levels. Otherwise, I don't just come and panic sell. I would rather focus on buying these levels than exiting here, which can be uh, pushed back against very, very quickly. So that's my perspective. That's how I think. You shouldn't be thinking like that. You should be learning from what I'm saying and getting even better if you can than me, then have better analysis and also share it with me so we all can benefit, you know? So on the other hand, you can see Bitcoin reached this level of support that previously it did. So today it was at $103,000, which I again gave you the signal. If you see here, uh, after this, you can go and see in the signals. It's not in the screenshot, but I said 103,000, 98,000, 94,000, and the other one was 84, 85,000 as levels of support, just in case we see a large move against the entire market, which could possibly happen. Now, this chart is too much messed up. Don't look at it like this. This is what my trades are, basically. But if you see on a clean chart, this is how it's looking like. So here you go. This is the level you should be accumulating. Yeah. Could it go below 100K? Yes, that would be the bull trap because people would think, oh my God, we are back below 100,000. The market is going to crash. So you know what you're going to do there against what the market would be thinking. Okay. And what else do we have? Okay. Covered Bitcoin, total USD. Another driver of the sentiment of the market is gold, which is going parabolic. Nothing new. But this is where I'm looking at, which it still hasn't reached. It did touch 4,383, and you can see a good comeback, a good pullback in gold. But here again, we have a demand level on 4-hour chart, which can push the price higher. Otherwise, if it breaks, then it's good for crypto if gold comes down. Then gold against BTC is trying to break this level, but you can see we're having a spike. Uh, a spike. If it closes below, then or stay here for a while, then it's good for us. Then you should expect Bitcoin is going to perform back against gold. Then market will be back at its normal. Let's go and take a look at Ethereum. Okay, this chart is again messy. Let me show you here. So it's the same chart, but just looking a little bit different. If you remember, this is was what I was afraid of, and you can see it's being played out. You are looking at 3,450 to $3,400 level on Ethereum, according to this chart. But charts, you know, the spikes are not exactly the same in different exchanges. So in Coinbase, it is around 3,500. But overall, if you see it here, then it's good to be accumulated. But if we break this, then it's not good. I might actually stop trading after this and hold whatever is left because the market will have its way toward the downside and then we will turn bearish. So it's very important for Ethereum to hold this level and not lose it. And regaining back these $4,000 levels will put us back to bullish trend. That's all for this one. And yes, the one that I keep warning you guys is Ethereum against Bitcoin because all the altcoins are dependent on Ethereum. Um, Bitcoin moves the entire market, but when Ethereum moves, it moves all the altcoins right after it starts moving. So you can see a good decline and the pin bar here. So expect it today for this to keep falling down, and all the tokens of Ethereum and all other altcoins are going to lose significantly in these levels, and we can see these lower support levels and maybe even lower than that to accumulate back those coins. Okay, Solana, you can see Solana hasn't broken this support, so if we stay above it or close just above it, it's still buy. Same strategy applies into all of the coins. Otherwise, if we lose it, then you're looking at 156, then after that, it's not gonna be looking good if I draw you this one. One is here, then we have another level here. Let's see. There's a lot of things to look at all these levels on Solana. Yep. Okay, Solana against BTC is weak. Expecting it to come back here, then it should perform. So should be in Bitcoin mostly, other than altcoins. You can see all of them are suffering, but Solana against Ethereum is still strong. Dogecoin in this chart has broken this level, so we are looking at another dump for Dogecoin, which is going to be another 20% from here. You can see that we have a level of support here, but if this is taken out, then here is obvious. Doge BTC is looking much stronger, so Dogecoin against Bitcoin is much stronger at the moment, and Dogecoin against Ethereum made a wick. Still hasn't lost this level, so it shows weakness against Ethereum. So Dogecoin still in good shape, but not against the US dollar. It can lose its thing, but against that's why I'm holding Doge than Ethereum and Bitcoin. But things can change. Anything could happen. This is because Dogecoin's liquidity is very good. You can always sell it, and it's liquid. Also, the moves are great. The profitability is good. That's why I hold Dogecoin. Okay, so oh my god, people are waiting on the list again. Zoom is not giving me accepted. Sorry, it's not giving notifications. Okay. So guys, we have reached unfortunately the end of this meeting. I'll go for your questions. I am sorry, Michael, because I didn't see your message, and also it was not giving me a notification so I can accept you. I'm using two screens. Anyways, I will upload this one. I will see you if you have more questions, and I'll see you in the private meeting, inshallah, right after this one. Okay, let's go to your questions because we have some good time, maybe around 20 minutes, so I can cover all those. I have covered the entire market, and what are we going to be looking at? You can tell me if there is a coin that you want me to analyze as well, if you're invested in. Anyone? No question? Have you taken a look at Tau? No, bro. I only take a look at that when we go to the private session, but Since you're asking it in this meeting, I will tell you, no problem. Here you go, bro. None of these happened. So if you remember in like 1 or 2 sessions before, I gave you a TP at this level. So I hope you have taken profits because I did personally. I did take profit here. You can see it fell back below the trend line. It's amazing. Now you can look around these levels below 320 to accumulate. You can turn on your mic, Nasim.
Oh, okay. So I had a question. So let's say the market were to go bearish.
Hmm?
What would this mean to you, and how would you adapt your strategy?
Good question. I will be looking at a different method. Currently, if you see when we are on an uptrend, what we do is mostly we buy. It's just the basic that I'm going to follow. Which the first one was that all this time that the market reached here, so there's a pattern that I will update the course as well and show you the patterns as well. So there's a pattern that calls a double top. Mostly when a double top is formed, it can even take out any trend line. So I have taken a lot of profits here. That's why I have told everyone that here is sell, and that was what was worrying me right before this dump happened. There was a lot of things. The news for peace was there, so I took it as a dump. Then you can see that it has happened. Now I have taken a lot more here as well out of the market, but some that I have invested here, I would exit those plus more from maybe sell 50 to 80% of whatever I have if I see the market coming here and not reclaiming this level, then it will go down and we will see larger fall to cover all these gaps. Then obviously I will lose a lot in my portfolio if I haven't taken those out. So that's when I will exit. But how am I gonna be buying when we are in a bear market? I will give you an example of Dogecoin and when it fell from this top. Okay, so what I was doing is because Dogecoin also has some good levels. First time that Dogecoin fell from here, I wasn't able to take profit right here because I wasn't familiar with how the market is moving. Everybody at that time was waiting for a show that is called SNL, that Elon Musk was going to talk, and he was going to talk about Dogecoin, and we were going to see $1 level. You see how the difference is very small here. So one thing to just add here so you can get the perspective of what I'm talking. I was trading stocks before this. So I called my auntie and I said, because she taught me all this. So I said, is it going to be sell the news situation? She said yes. And I was waiting to exactly do this. But something happened that night that it changed my mind, unfortunately, and I didn't take profit, and the market kept falling. Then I was expecting for it to go up, and it didn't. So what I did was, after falling even this much to 36 cents, when it came back here, I exited here. Then I bought a little bit here. I exited here. Then I bought a little bit. Like if you go to 4 hour, you can actually see these levels happening. So I played the other way. You see in the market structure we have, let me show you here, when a trend is broken, let me put a proper trend line. When a trend is broken and it's retested, what are we looking at as a downtrend and lower lows. So you buy lower low if it's on a demand, you sell a lower high if it's on a supply or in a resistance. You keep doing the same. But you will not, in this case, buy every other coin. You can do it with Bitcoin, you can do it with Solana, you can do it Dogecoin, maybe BNB, just like this 5 to 10 large caps, which also gives you good liquidity. What you can do is buy the lower lows and sell the lower highs while the market is actually going to its absolute bottom. This is the strategy you can play, but it should be in one coin so you can concentrate, buy immediately here, have your stop loss, because if something like this happened, so you can exit here, then let the market fall aggressively, because it will obviously not go into the and like this pattern beautifully toward the downside, right? So yeah, that's what you can do and get that perspective, and always look for the absolute bottoms and think of long term in that time, that if where do I want to see Bitcoin in the next few years, then where should be the actual places that I can buy. If you come here, how many times Bitcoin did this in the past? For example, this is a good example of bear market because I have been here, so I can give you only this as an example. You can see that Bitcoin went here. What happened to my... Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you.
Let me know until where did you hear, because my um
You were just about to show the example on Bitcoin.
okay. So I was saying that I remember I can only give you this example of this bear market because I was only here in Bitcoin. That's the only place I can give you the example of. So what we were looking at that time, from this high, buying these levels, okay? These levels, and here, but you can see that the market have gone like literally crazy. You can see that if you had bought here, wouldn't have given you much profit until this support was broken. So not much profitability. So this was the actual place that gave you some profit right below this zone. Then it was rejected from here, so you could have traded it either right at that time, because it has happened in one day. So these falls that happen suddenly from one zone to the other, you can buy some, sell it back right either on that day or wait for it to get rejected. So it's better to just take profit and avoid all this time. It has happened recently too. I will show you, and I have personally bought it. At this time, I wasn't able to do it because I was in Dogecoin and I was just trading that, but I did it recently. So I'm giving you this as an example that when it went lower, you don't have any market structure here until it went here, but it broke here. So it's very, very scary and really, really hard to find these levels. What you can do is, if you just concentrate on accumulating these levels, if you're not sure how far down it can go, because nobody knew this would happen. Okay, nobody knew. Everybody was calling here at that time, as far as I remember. And you can see that because everybody was calling, it actually went below. And a lot more happened here as well. Like there was an FTX drama of that exchange, which took the price even lower. So recently, I did that here in Bitcoin. This fall, I bought and I sold immediately. Then I traded just a little bit here, then the market fell. I was aware of it this time and I didn't let this happen to me again. And then I bought here, I sold here. Then I am not sure if I remember I bought here or here because I can't recall everything. Then in here as well, I missed it because because of some reason I missed it, but I did buy here. Then I let the market go up and I took some profits here. then again bought around here, then bought here. So not every move you can see that I have traded, but the ones that I have exited in that manner on going down or while going back up. We have 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, 3 minutes, 30 seconds before I can close the meeting. There's one more person waiting. Let me know if there's more questions. Otherwise, we can go to the next meeting, have a break of like 20 minutes. Then I will go through all the coins that we are currently holding in our portfolio for the students in premium. Is your question solved, Nasim?
Yes, actually. Um, I guess you have the experience of it, so we're in good hands.
Bro, the first thing that I say when I come here, don't trust anybody, okay? But trust your instinct and education because that's more important. Everybody have experienced this world in their own way. Your risk appetite is different, mine is different, somebody else is different. The way you see it is different, I see it as different. I can handle myself in certain situations and not sell and buy even more. You might see it and break even, sell it, buy it lower, and be smarter than me. All these could happen, so. Okay, I guess it's over. We'll see you guys back in the next meeting so we can go through the altcoins. I will quit the meeting. Have a nice day, everybody. See you.